The reason you've been disliking NBA 2K Online is the skill-based matchmaking mixed with how easy the game is, making you go against all the cheesers that you will ultimately go up against as you climb the rankings. I have a bronze plate, a silver plate, a gold plate, and a half plate. And I can tell you, there is a big difference in how the game is played between those plates, making me believe this is the best casual 2K that they ever made. However, when you make an easy game with high-level matchmaking, some issues occur. Let's get into it. This is the entrance to NBA 2K Park. Going through this entrance is an unforced error if you're average at the game, like myself, because matchmaking is done by the players. If any game has taught you, if matchmaking is controlled by players in any way, they will find the easiest matchup for the most amount of clout. 2K does not share these numbers publicly, but I bet you this, which is Pro-Am, this, which is Proving Grounds, and the Ante-Up Courts are the three least played game modes in all of online NBA 2K26. Because you would probably opt for a more casual game mode like Rec Center you see behind me. Even if you avoid a lot of the sweatier game modes, 2K will match you up against players who will absolutely destroy. This overall performance meter will determine your fate more than anything else you do in NBA 2K, because this is how they matchmake you with the other players in the game. And there's very little you can do to even control this arbitrary overall performance. And how are you even supposed to determine who's better than who when the game is so darn easy? My belief that it's playtime. The more you play NBA 2K, the more you will accumulate towards your rep bar that I showed you in the last screen. The reason being is they want you to play the game and not feel like you're losing progress like you did in other 2Ks, where your badges would drop and your rep bar would drop significantly when you lost games. Nowadays, the only way you can really lose rep bar significantly if you quit games or just make more builds, which they don't mind either. So what they want to do is to keep you in a plate where you can find decent games, but you're at the top end of your play style, if you get what I mean, your top end of your skill level. So if your skill level is at high-end bronze, you will be playing the best of the bronze players all the time. And for a lot of you, you don't want to do it. You see, 2K is trying to please everybody. Even the lowest of the low players want to win their games too. So by keeping the GOAT bar status bar minimal, it keeps them away from people who play the game a lot. It keeps people who minimally play the game away from people who play the game at a high rate, but just seem to be losing games against gold and half plates. They want to keep you away from your W's. This is all fine and dandy until you realize that the common strategy in a lot of these games is to purposely lose games in your rank and to play people below your skill level when you actually want to sit down and play. You just purposely lose games either by quitting out or completely selling in random rec, which I think has been a common practice in these games for almost 10 years. Well, yeah, it's been about 10 years since they introduced rec in the park and all these other game modes, because people do not want to play with other people of their skill level all the time. I remember being on the couch. Very rarely are you playing against someone as good as you in your neighborhood. You're playing against somebody who's really bad, who don't even own the game. So you get that feeling of, I won. Ultimately, if you keep playing a sweaty player base with an easy game, you're going to pull your hair out. And maybe that's why you landed on my video today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you liked anything about the video, and support me as I try to get to 1,000 subs. Y'all be easy. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you next time on the Gabe Coy channel.